Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? And I'm gonna give everybody just a couple minutes to pop on. I hope you're still awake. I have to laugh because I realize it now. I probably should have picked a better spot, but the valances, those are called valances, right? Whatever, came with the house. The lady that had lived here before had decorated, and I'm not a fan of any of it. It's hideous, and so we left him up because we thought it would be motivation to hurry up and redo the kitchen and everything else. And now we're just sitting here with these hideous. They're like pastel-y fruit, not pastel, but they're fruits. Like you can't see them. Anyway, they're fruits. Anyway, so as you guys are hopping on here, my name is Chris, and I'm really excited to be here to talk to you guys today because I get this topic because I get so many people that say I am so busy. I am too busy to do this. I'm all over the place, and I get to talk to you about the balance that coaching brings. And so just a little bit about me. In addition to coaching, I coach part-time, and I am also a senior human resources specialist. I work for the military, and so that is one thing that I do really appreciate about Beachbody is that they're a very military-friendly organization, and they treat people well, and they have a very pro-military attitude. I am married. I have an amazing and supportive husband who also cooks as well. So whenever you see the really easy things on my page, the easy things come from me. The super incredible, tasty looking things that he says are easy, but still he can make in 30 minutes, those are from him. He's incredible. But he works full time too. And he's going for his PhD. And we have two boys who are 20 months apart, Brandon and Blake. They are 6 and 4. And you know what? They have full schedules. They're busy with Taekwondo, and we have soccer, and they're at different schools, and we are just all over the place, and we are on the go. So honestly, we know busy. So when you tell me busy, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. And so what does it look like for me to balance being a full-time working mom? Yeah, thanks, Kara. To balance a full-time working career with coaching, and how to do it, and not only do it, but to do them well, to do all of it justice. And I just want to give you a little bit of background for those of you that are on that don't know that much about me. And so for me, I have struggled with my weight my entire adult life. And it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes right back, and never stays off. It had never stayed off. And I am just one of those, I have a graveyard full of workout programs, had tons of them. And I would start it, it would last a week, it might last a month. It didn't matter how well I did or not, but again, I felt like I'm an intelligent person, but I could never figure out why I couldn't keep the weight off. Like it defied all logic for me, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't control this piece of my life. And so, I had great friends surrounding me. It didn't matter. My husband was great, just this great support. But again, there was this piece missing, and I just couldn't keep my weight off, and I couldn't stay consistent with my workout, with my nutrition. And I realized what ended up happening is that I didn't have a big enough why. My why was not big enough until it was one morning, December in 2013. It was a Saturday morning, and I am sitting on the couch, and my then 1.5-year-old Blake came over to grab my hand and pull me off the couch, and I couldn't get up. I had zero energy. I had no motivation, desire, or ambition to get up off that couch, and I couldn't play with them. And so it was then and there that I had to make a change. So in that graveyard of programs and everything else that I had already started Beachbody programs before, so I knew the company. And at the time, I was 200 pounds. I was working full time. I was up long nights with the boys because they were still babies and still trying to figure out this parenting thing. I still am. And my cup was empty. I had zero left to give. So at that time, P90X3 had just come out, and I just 30 minutes. I can do 30 minutes. I can do 30 minutes for 90 days. I can do this. And when I had signed up, they started something new, and it was called coaching. And from the time I had originally purchased my first programs with them long, long time ago. So there's this new thing called coaching, and I get contacted by this random person who, yeah, at first I thought it was spam, to be honest with you. And but it was then that they introduced me to the challenge group, and I made it through a program, and I had pretty decent results, but my eating was still pretty much crap. So there is the saying that you can't out exercise a bad diet. Right after P90X3, 21 Day Fix came out, and everything changed for me. Like the whole concept of eating, how we're eating, balancing, moderation, living by the 80-20, and that you can enjoy your food. I can still have my wine. I had bubbly tonight because I feel like celebrating, because I think this is a fantastic event. And there were no excuses anymore. I wasn't restricting my diet. I was eating smart. The food tasted good. I looked forward to it. So I ended up losing 50 pounds. I've lost 60 pounds now with the program, and that's the eating program that I follow and that I continue to follow. And so as I was drinking, and I'm drinking my Shakeology, and I'm feeling great, and I'm having these great results, I got presented with the deal. I'm going to take the deal. 25% off. Heck yeah. And at the time, I'm like, I'm working. I don't got anything else for you. I am tired, and I can't do it. So I'm drinking my Shakeology, and I'm saving some money. And then it kind of just happened, like, I'm doing the workouts, people are seeing things, and that's when they start asking. And so here is my progression from discount coach to hobby, because people are asking what I'm doing, and I'm like, hey, come join this challenge group. My coach is running it, and they love people in there. And so then they came in, and then at the same time, it made me grow until I got to the point that I just loved doing this. My confidence grew, and I wanted to share these results with people. So. And I went a little bit longer on my story, but I want to tell you what coaching has done for me working full time, and not just in the confidence and in the challenge group, but I call it organization, outlook, and confidence. And so you think by taking on, and your life being full and your life being busy, that taking on something else like coaching, which could be a full-time job, that it's going to be more than you can possibly imagine. And I've just kind of been, ever since I'm kids, I've been all over the place, like we talk about the mom brain and just all these things that have happened. And I'd always thought I was really organized. So what ended up happening is we have something called the Power Hour. And I literally have run my business for the last year working on a focused and dedicated hour. I work from a list. I sit down. This is what I do. And it has helped me become more focused with my time. So much so that it is not just my coaching business that it has helped. It has helped in my everyday, in my career, because I am now more focused at work and where I do the projects, and you end a project and you're doing that. And most importantly, my time with my kids and my family. So when I am there, I am present. I am fully dedicated when I have that time, because that's, you still, yay, congrats, Elga, you're PCSing to Italy. You know what? I did it when I was in Germany. So there is definitely ways that we can talk about it. But congrats on the Italy. So, kind of an example of what my day looks like. I get up, I work out, it's done. My frog is eaten. The hardest thing for the day is getting that workout done and make sure that I don't have any excuses. And so then I check in with my challenge groups. I respond to messages. Oh, and by the way, I break up my power hour because I don't actually have one full hour to dedicate. I do 30 minutes in the morning on my commute in, and I do the other 30 minutes on my commute home. When the kids go to bed, I'm up for another hour. Tonight, it looks like it's going to be an hour and a half. But I head to work on my commute, and I'm checking into challenge groups. I'm following up with the people that have messaged, working on my invites of whatever I have to offer, whatever we've been talking about. So I keep getting asked, but isn't it hard? Isn't it hard to balance your time? And the answer, God, hard's relative. Hard is just, we're all given the same 24 hours in the day, and we can only get so many things done. So I come to work, I work hard, I get it done. Done. It is ended. So my work-life balance has improved. I come home, I play with my children, we have dinner, we do our bath, we do our ritual, we read our books, we go to bed. Done. Balanced. I had good quality time with them. then I sit down and I do my work again, and that power hour at the end of the day. And so I'm tired and I want to go to bed, and I'm done with it. And but as soon as I sit down and start doing this again, I am so fired up and I am so excited that I actually have to set my timer to be done so I go to bed. And so that I go to bed at a decent hour, because it gets that exciting. And two, we're going to talk about outlook. And okay, and talking about outlook, I was just checking my time real quick here. And have you guys heard the phrase, your vibe attracts your tribe? I love HR. I do. I absolutely love doing human resources. But at some point, I really I like being surrounded by positive people. And I can't always control that in my office setting. People just they want and want and want. And the attitude, if you're not able to give it to them, they're angry about politics. They're angry about like just not getting their way. And I was just getting sucked into it. And I didn't like that feeling about myself anymore. And so it was just this negativity and this frustration. And I didn't want to be that person. And so what has happened is, like, you have the coaching, and it stepped in, and you have this group of people that, and most men and women, but when you have this many people together, I honestly kind of expected like all the women to get a little catty and like, but it doesn't happen. Like, everybody has a common goal. They're all fired up. They all love what they do. When one falls, we're all there to pick them up. When one has a celebration, we all celebrate and cheer. And that is something that is amazing to be a part of. So now when I go to my day job, I have so much strength and energy from coaching that I am actually I am the vibe at work now. And I'm the one that's spreading and pushing that negativity back. And you can tell the difference, and you can tell the difference in people around you. And people have come up and said that to me. And it's funny, because if you ever knew me when I was younger, that I'm not the positive person. So I have just become this happy person who enjoys life, who has realized that you've only got so much time. So make the most of it. And the last one that I had struggled with, and most people do that have had a weight problem, or for many reasons, is confidence. And coaching has given me this confidence to be comfortable in my own skin. Am I even still at my goal weight yet? No. I think Katie said it earlier about the oil glazed muscles or anything else like that. No, I don't have it. But I feel amazing. I feel beautiful. I feel sexy. And that is what is important about coaching. It's taken this... my transformation story, it's 60 pounds. 60 pounds is incredible. My kids don't even weigh 60 pounds yet. And so the perfectionist in me that always thought that if I fell off like one day of a program that I was just done, the perfectionist in me realized that's okay. That if I fall one day, you just get right back up. And I learned that by being in these challenge groups, by being surrounded by these coaches, and being in this environment. And it is incredible. And I had no idea what I was doing when I started. I still don't. I don't understand Snapchat. All right, there's no understanding Snapchat. You do with what you're comfortable with, like where you want to be. So it's given me this confidence to take on extra projects at work. It's given me the confidence to actually come on here and talk to all of you. I talked on this for Melanie. Actually, I was on her call before, which I am going to digress and say, we're talking about working a full-time business, and I ended up going at the end. So we all kind of got a joke about that. But, and Elga, you break up a great point. You're falling every other day now. You get right back up, and you keep getting right back up. How many times have I messaged you and I ping you? And if you need a ping every single day, then you get a ping every single day, because the coach truly wants you to succeed. They have succeeded, they feel good, and they're paying it forward. And that truly is what coaching is all about for me. So I'm going to wrap it up. Casey's going to jump back on here and close it out for us. I thank you for your time, for being on here. And I just want to close with this. See, if you have even thought about coaching, if you've even thought about doing any of this, if you have thought about wanting to be leading a healthy health and fitness lifestyle, if you have ever thought that you needed extra and added accountability, you need to coach. You just need to sign up. You need to take that leap of faith, and you just need to do it because you lead from the front. You have that additional accountability. The resources, the tools, the support, everything is there for you. All of it is there for you. And it's there, yours for the taking. So you get to decide what you want to do. And how much of the hard work and the rewards that are worth it. And I I thank you guys for your time and for letting us be here tonight and to share this with you. And I look forward to talking to more of you guys about this. So my voice is done. It's cracking again, and I'm going to turn it over to Casey. Thank you.